Right, good morning Ben. This video is for you over in South Africa. I've already spoke to you on the phone, but I'd just like to go over and show you exactly what you're going to be buying should you wish to proceed with this rebuilt gearbox. As you know, if you've watched my YouTube videos, you know the cases have all been etch primed and painted gloss black. That's how they left the factory. This particular gearbox for yourself, I did have this in stock, and I think it would be a nice addition to the gearbox. It's in as new condition, so I'll put that one onto your gearbox. Now the lay gear, cluster gear, you've got the 13 tooth reverse. Now I don't have an idler for that reverse. The 17 tooth ones that I've got are not good enough to put into 17 tooth lay gear, so they're very hard to come by, and I know they're over £100 with shipping. So what I suggest is you use the 21 tooth, you use the 15 tooth lay gear, which it won't make any difference to you or your gear changing or your anything to do with the gears. It just won't make any difference. But the reverse idler, which I have got a used one here in stock, or I've got a new one, that would be an additional amount if you want to put the new one in. I personally, if you're going to have the gearbox rebuild and you've got a budget that'll stretch, then I would suggest that you put the new reverse idler in. That will match up nicely to the lay gear. Another option you've got with this rebuild, again it's entirely your choice, is the third gear. Now the third gear that I'm putting into this rebuild is okay, there's nothing wrong with it, it's a good reverse gear, it's a good third gear, but you've got an option. I do have a new third gear in stock, and again that would be extra. If you want the new gear, you can have a new gear in it, and that would be extra. I think the reverse idler is an extra. Let's have a look now. The reverse idler, this is what it cost me. I don't add anything onto the parts what I buy. If I buy the parts, it came to £57 UK pounds. That was for the reverse idler. If you want the new one, that would be an extra amount added on. If you want the new third gear, the new third gear cost me £45.78 UK pounds. Now if you want that, reverse gear, again that would be an extra amount. So that's what you've got there. So yeah, where are we now then? As a matter of course, you get your three bearings, your two main bearings, and you get your tail shaft bearing new. You also get Ben. You also get the caged needle roller bearing. That's new. You get a new oil seal, obviously. Yeah, the hubs, they're very good on the sliders. The hubs, I always, when I rebuild a gearbox, I always use the best parts I've got available at that time. That slides very well, and it'll slide very well when it gets new. You'll get a nice gear change, and it won't pop out of gear. You know, they've got a habit, when they get weak, them springs could pop out of gear. You don't get that problem. And again, you've got the best synchro hub that I've got, because again, in your case, the synchro hubs, if you can find them for your lay gear that you've got in there, this one matches up to this. And again, if you come to rebuild your gearbox again in the future at any time, you'll find it much easier to get parts for this lay gear than you will for the one that you've got in the 13 tooth. You're better off with the 15 tooth in, because the parts are more readily available. Yeah, so that's about what I can tell you. Get your new gasket set. You've got the options. You can either have the used reverse idler, or you can have the new reverse idler. You can have the used third gear, or you can have a new third gear. Your first gear is good, very good first gear. The meshes are all very good. So Yeah, so that's your choice, Ben. And then shipping, of course. I've got a couple of quotes. It's difficult to determine the best price because they expect you to ship within a couple of days. Now I'm better off if you want me to proceed. I'll take your deposit. I'll get your gearbox rebuilt, and then I'll get the earliest possible shipping date after that time. I mean, I can if once you've agreed to the gearbox and you've advised me what you want to do regarding the new parts, or whether you want me to just rebuild it with the used parts that I've got, or include the new parts, we can discuss that. The shipping, it could be, I mean, I've seen prices varying between like £180 to, you know, as much as £300. But I would strongly suggest that we went with a reputable company that has tracking, insurance, and a signature at the end of the day. Because I don't normally arrange the shipping. I normally let the customer arrange the shipping, because it becomes my responsibility if I arrange the shipping. But yeah, we can discuss that. But that's what you will get. And I know my competitor, Heathrow Transmissions, I think they charge a minimum of £650 for the gearbox, plus 180 quid surcharge, and plus shipping on top of that. So that's what you can get. So let me know, Ben, what you think. Thank you.